Thakur Vikram Singh from Kanis village in Kheda district of Gujarat persuaded Muslims to return to their homes after they fled the village and took refuge in the Shah Alam relief camp in Ahmedabad.
तो वो लोग आने में डर रहे थे। मैं अहमदाबाद में गया तो अभी कोई आदमी आने बोलता नहीं ऐसा है। हमने बोल दिया कुछ होने वाला नहीं, तुम बेफिक्र रहो और चले आओ गाँव में।
Be it riots or natural disasters, Jamiyat has always responded promptly and helped people in their hour of need. Back in Gujarat, when a massive earthquake rocked the state on 26 January 2001, Jamiyat was one of the first organizations that rushed with urgent food and medical relief. Jamiyat relief workers even reached villages situated near the Indo-Pakistan border and later constructed hundreds of new houses for people rendered homeless by the earthquake. Jamiyat also rehabilitated the income generation activities of artisans who had lost all hopes of their lives becoming normal again. Jamiyat constructed this children's village in Anjar for housing and educating the children who became orphans in the wake of the earthquake and communal riots. Children from both Hindu and Muslim communities come to study in this newly constructed school in the children's village. These children might have got their childhood back following Jamiyat's efforts, but it's not easy for them to forget their terrible past. Nasreen still remembers the day when she saw her father getting buried under the debris of her own house. Young Akhtar witnessed the ruthless killing of his parents. Still, he does not harbor any ill feelings towards anyone.
मैं बड़ा होकर डॉक्टर बनना चाहता हूँ और देश के लोगों की सेवा करना चाहता हूँ। मैं उन लोगों जैसा नहीं बनना चाहता जिन लोगों ने मेरी अम्मी और अब्बू को जलाया। मेरे को पढ़ने का मन करता है कि मैं पढ़ लिख के बड़ी होके कुछ बनूं, ऐसा लगता है।
Much more than Jamiyat's own efforts, it's the generosity of people like Naveen Chandra Bhatia that these children can hope to have a better future. Mr. Bhatia not only let Jamiyat conduct its earthquake relief work from his farm, but later donated land worth millions of rupees for construction of the children's village and school in Anjar.
मेरे को बहुत सुकून मिलता है। आज इतने बच्चे पढ़ रहे, सो रहे, तो किसको सुकून नहीं लगेगा? आपने कोई चीज दिया और उधर बड़े अच्छे काम होते, तो आदमी को सुकून मिलने वाला है।
Jamiyat places such a great emphasis on education that currently it is running over 3,000 schools spread all over the country. It is running technical training institutes for providing vocational education and running a paramedical college for imparting medical education to both boys and girls. However, Jamiyat's major thrust has been on Islamic education and reforming the functioning of madrasas. Madrasas no longer impart only the knowledge of the Quran and Hadith, but they have also begun English-speaking courses and providing training on computers.
Religion doesn't discourage anything like computers, internet, English or mathematics or any other thing. Islamic religion, as we have the idea that Darul Uloom is a religious institution, so these teachings must not be included there inside. So what I have the idea that there is not even a single verse, not even a hadith in which Prophet of Allah or Allah Almighty himself might have discouraged these things.
So it is surprising that despite these reforms, madrasas are often dubbed as the breeding centers of Islamic fundamentalism and terrorism.
जिन लोगों ने भी ये बात कही है कि मदरसों में दहशतगर्दी की तालीम दी जाती है, वो सफेद झूठ है, हकीकत से उसका कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है। और अगर वाकईतन ये मदरसे दहशतगर्दी की तालीम देते हैं तो इस मदरसे की उम्र 140 है। इस 140 साल के अंदर एक भी हमारा ग्रेजुएट किसी मंदिर पर हमला किया हो, किसी की इज्जत लूटी हो, आत्महत्या किया हो, कहीं लूट मार की हो, एक सिंगल केस पेश नहीं कर सकता कोई.
It may be the injustice meted out to the Palestinians, inhuman massacre of Muslims in Bosnia, America's hooliganism in Iraq, or the conspiracy to defame Islam as the religion that creates terrorism. Jamiat has always been very prompt in raising its voice on these issues. It has conducted seminars and brought together people of various religions, castes and creeds. More than half a century after India's independence, 65% Muslim males and 82% Muslim women remain illiterate in the country. Even though the Muslims constitute nearly 14% of the country's population, their share does not go beyond 3% in government jobs, and they have even lower representation in the police and the armed forces. Despite playing a crucial role in India's freedom struggle and being an equal stakeholder in Indian society, still almost every day questions are raised on their loyalty to the country. They are termed as traitors and Pakistani agents for not saying Vande Mataram.
इस्लाम का एक बुनियादी फलसफा है, वो ये है कि पूजा हमारे यहाँ सिर्फ एक की जाएगी. जहां तक हमारी जमीन का सवाल है, हमारी धरती का सवाल है, तो इसके लिए जान दे देना हमारे लिए सौभाग्य की बात है. लेकिन उसको खुदा का दर्जा नहीं दिया जा सकता, उसकी पूजा नहीं की जा सकती. पूजा तो एक, केवल एक. हमें वंदे मातरम से या इस धरती के मुकद्दस होने से या इस धरती के लिए जान दिए जाने से या इस धरती की दूसरी चीजों से हमें कोई इख्तिलाफ नहीं है. और साबित किया है जब मौका आया है मुसलमानों ने. इख्तिलाफ इससे है कि इसको खुदा का और भगवान का दर्जा नहीं दिया जाना. अब इसको दूसरे रंग में पेश कर दिया जाता है कि साहब ये तो मानते ही नहीं, भूमि की पूजा ही नहीं कर सकते.
We have virtually nullified the sacrifices and the hardships suffered by both Hindus and Muslims during India's freedom struggle and have shattered the dreams of the founding fathers of the nation. This burnt-down compartment of Sabarmati Express and large-scale state-sponsored riots are a testimony to the fact that we are still enslaved by the people who play the game of divide and rule. We have not become free as yet, and even today live like slaves.
We are still enslaved mainly because the game of divide and rule has not been finished as yet in our country. The deep divisions in the name of caste and religion have been created in our society simply because our politicians want to capture or retain themselves in power at any cost. The time now has come to end this nefarious game of our power-hungry political leaders and strengthen the hands of organizations like Jamiat Ulama-e-Hind, who have always worked tirelessly for maintaining the unity and the integrity of the country. As India is getting increasingly polarized on the caste and communal lines, it's time for us to remember the old saying that united we stand and divided we fall.